Hi everyone, I'm Not Whelm, and this is ENA, Dream BBQ, Chapter 1, Lonely Door, The Story Explained. If you know anything about ENA or the creator Joel G, you know things are about to get weird, wonderful, and probably confusing. Today, we're jumping into the strange world of ENA, Dream BBQ, Chapter 1, Lonely Door. This game throws a lot at you. Bizarre visuals, characters that look like they walked out of a glitchy dream, and a story that doesn't exactly hold your hand. My goal here is to break down what exactly happens in this first chapter based on the story details we have. Let's try to piece together ENA's wild journey. We begin with ENA. She's got this unique look, often split down the middle, with different colors and moods. She's hanging out in a place called the Red Outer World. It's pretty empty and strange, setting the mood for the whole game. Right away, ENA has a mission. There's some kind of mysterious smoke blocking the way to someone called the boss, and she needs to get rid of it. Simple enough goal, right? Well, not quite. To get started, ENA has to interact with the Lonely Door. This isn't your average door. It looks like a blue person sort of embedded into a wall, with these blank slit eyes and an empty mouth. It's pretty creepy looking. When ENA goes up to it, the Lonely Door basically engulfs her, following her whole and spitting her out into the main area of Chapter 1, a place called the Uncanny Streets. And uncanny is definitely the right word. Imagine a city street, but everything is just off. The buildings might look strange, the characters are really out there, and the whole vibe feels like a dream that's maybe turning a bit into a nightmare. It's confusing, fragmented, and totally surreal. Once ENA arrives here, the game gives you, the player, a choice. There are two main ways to proceed through the story. You can follow the job path, which is also called the Lost Witch route, or you can dive into the Purge event route. Let's look at what each path involves. Let's talk about the jobs paths first. If you go this way, ENA basically turns into a helper, doing tasks for the strange inhabitants of the Uncanny Streets. Think of it like running errands in the weirdest neighborhood ever. One job has you finding 4 lost pets of a character that looks like a horse. You have to follow red blood trails to find them, which is slightly disturbing. Are these pets okay? The game doesn't really say, adding to the unsettling feeling. Another task involves you helping some witches find their sister who's gone missing. This leads you to a crane puzzle where you have to figure out how to reunite the witch's sister using the crane controls. It feels like one of those weird logic puzzles you might find in older games, but set in this bizarre world. Successfully doing these jobs gets ENA a microchip. What's it for? Well, she takes it to a wizard who lives inside a building shaped like a seal. Yeah, a seal house. In return for the chip, the wizard gives ENA an item that lets her stick it into special holes around the map to open up new areas. So this path is all about interacting with the world, solving puzzles, and following the strange rules set by the inhabitants. Now, what if we choose the other path, the Purge event? This one feels way more intense and chaotic right from the start. ENA heads into an underground area. Here, instead of finding pets, she has to collect the heads of taxi drivers. You do this through platforming challenges, jumping around, trying not to fall, grabbing these heads. It's pretty grim. After collecting the heads, ENA hops into a taxi that takes her to some kind of crazy rave or party. But getting inside isn't free. To enter the party, ENA has to agree to give her arm up. He just lets them take it. This really ramps up the theme of sacrificing and body horror. Inside the rave, it's pure chaos. Lots of characters, things shifting and changing. Participants seem to be undergoing transformations. hinting at themes of losing yourself or becoming something else. After some interactions, Anna has to navigate a maze-like area, following sounds or weird visual cues to find her way. The whole thing ends with Anna being eaten by a dog, which somehow transports her to the next part of the game. So the Purge event path is messy, violent, and dives headfirst into the game's darker idea about consumption and losing your identity. So you've got these two very different paths, one about doing jobs, and the other about chaos and consumption. But here's the interesting part. No matter which one Anna takes, they both end up leading to the same place, a strange, empty black void. It's like all roads, no matter how weird, lead here. In this void, Anna faces another challenge, crossing a river. How she crosses depends on the path she took. If she did the jobs path, she can use the special item the wizard gave her. If she went through the Purge event, she has to do some very precise platforming, carefully jumping across bamboo rafts. If she messes up the jumps, the game doesn't just let her try again easily. Instead, she gets sent into a little village area with multiple huts. Here, she has to figure out the correct hut to enter, possibly by listening to directions from spirits. It adds another layer of trial and error and listening to the world's obscure rules. Whether she uses the item, nails the jumps, or finds the right hut, Anna eventually moves forward and comes face to face with a character called the Genie. This is the climax of Chapter 1, the big reveal. Remember the smoke Anna was trying to get rid of way back at the beginning? The whole reason that she entered the lonely door? Well, the Genie drops a bombshell. Anna herself was the one who destroyed the smoke machine. Think about that. The problem she was trying to resolve was actually caused by her own actions in the past. The Genie tells her this destruction is why she ended up trapped inside this strange reality created by the lonely door. It turns her whole quest upside down. She's given a dialogue choice, something like aspire to get rid of the smoke. Choosing this seems to make Anna go through with destroying the machine again, maybe confirming her past action or triggering the final step. So, what happens after Anna destroys the machine? Again, does she escape? Well, it's complicated. First, the lonely door slams shut, seemingly trapping her for a moment in a strange place that looks a lot like the setting from the first Anna animation, Auction Day. But she doesn't stay there. Instead, her consciousness gets sapped back to what seems to be the main hub world. There's a mannequin just sitting there, and Anna's consciousness goes into it. But then she manages to transform back into her usual self, emerging from the mannequin. It's only after all this happens back in the hub and back in her own form that she gets hit with criticism from the employees there, calling her unprofessional. What a roller coaster way to end the chapter. It leaves you wondering, why the mannequin? What is this hub? And why the critique after everything that she just went through? Okay, so deep breaths. That was a lot of weirdness. But Anna Dream BBQ isn't just random chaos. There seems to be some deeper ideas or themes being explored here, even just in Chapter 1. Let's try to unpack some of them in a way that makes sense. One big theme seems to be hunger and consumption. We see this everywhere. The Purge event is practically built around it, with characters wanting to be consumed and Anna literally being eaten by a dog. Even those pets Anna collects on the job's path are hinted at being potential meals. And Anna herself is shown with a burning hole in her stomach area, which could represent a constant, maybe painful hunger or desire she can't satisfy. It makes you think about different kinds of hunger, not just for food, but maybe for meaning or connection or something else she's missing. Another theme is a critique of society and capitalism. That might sound complicated, but think about it like this. The game seems to be poking fun at or criticizing the way our society works, especially around jobs and pressures to conform. ENA has these two sides to her personality shown sometimes. Salesperson ENA, who is polite and maybe fake, and meanie ENA, who seems more aggressive and maybe more honest. This could represent how people sometimes feel when they put on a mask, or act a certain way for work or to fit in, hiding how they really feel. And think about the very end of the chapter. After everything ENA goes through, she finally goes back to the main hub, transforms back into herself from a mannequin, and what happens? She immediately gets criticized for being unprofessional. This moment really highlights the theme. It's like the game is asking, are people just valued for how well they play their expected roles, even after surviving all the chaos? Tied into this is the theme of identity and transformation. Who is ENA really? She has different sides. Her body changes, like losing an arm, and she ends up in a mannequin. Other characters in the Purge event also seem to transform. In a world this bizarre and demanding, the game makes you question what it means to be yourself. Can you stay the same, or do these experiences inevitably change you? Maybe even break you down into parts. And finally, the most obvious theme is just surrealism, the feeling of being in a bizarre, illogical dream. The whole visual style contributes to this. You've got blocky, low-poly 3D models that look like they're from an old PlayStation game, mixed with smooth, hand-drawn animated bits. The game music is also all over the place, adding to the strange, unpredictable atmosphere. It's all designed to make you feel like you've stepped into another reality where the normal rules just don't apply. So, to quickly recap Chapter 1, ENA enters the bizarre reality of the Lonely Door to destroy some smoke. Takes one of two paths, doing weird jobs or joining a chaotic consumption-themed party. Finds out from a genie that she actually caused the problem she's trying to fix, destroys the machine anyway, briefly glimpses a strange auction-like world before returning to the main hub, transforms back into herself from a mannequin that was there, and is immediately criticized for being unprofessional, all while exploring themes of hunger, societal pressure, identity, and overwhelmingly strangeness. It's definitely a wild ride, and only the first chapter. It leaves us with so many questions about ENA, the world, the boss, and what the whole sequence with the mannequin and the criticism in the hub really means. What do you think is going on in ENA Dream BBQ? Which path did you find more interesting? The job path or the Purge event? What are your theories about the genie, the smoke, or that mannequin ending? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I'd like to hear your interpretations of this crazy game. If you found this breakdown helpful or interesting, please give the video a like, subscribe for more story explained videos like this one, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next dive into confusing horror games like this. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.